No matter what a Stripticon tells you, there is no combining in the Visco room. I repeat, no matter what a Stripticon tells you, there is no combining in the Visco room. These are Alchemist Prime's rules. And let's check him out right here on... Hey, greetings my action figure collector aficionados, and we are back with Age of the Primes Alchemist Prime. And hey, before we get started, could you please subscribe and like this video? You know, 2 little clicks are simple for you, but they make a big deal for me, so that would be pretty awesome. So, all right, kick ass. Let's get into this. Check out the packaging here. We've got a pretty good illustration here. Same thing you're used to on the sides. Same illustration. CAD video here, or CAD image here of his 17 steps. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's get into this dude. So he does come with these little weapons here that are part like gun, mystical gun weapon thing, but it's also his like all-seeing glasses. They kind of tab together like so. They slide into each other, and they are beer goggles. Yeah. Anyway, they will mount on his forearms here like so, or they can swivel out like this. He can hold them in his fists, like so. Oh. I do think these guys are meant to be more on a forearm situation because the tabs are very small. So anyway, let's get into the figure. He has a nice mustache and goatee and goggles. He's kind of like a mix between the IDW green looking Alchemist Prime and kind of that squatty round version that was in Cyberverse. It's kind of like a mix between the two. It's a very dark bulkhead green. He's picked out with a little bit of this gold color here and silver. Pretty neat guy. Really lean. No hollow spots really. No backpack. Like he's a great figure. Alright, so for articulation, he can't do a full exorcist. His chin hits on his shoulders. Can look up. Can look down. Doesn't wiggle around any. His arms can go all the way around. Come up this far. Bicep swivel. Elbow bend. Wrists do not swivel or rotate. They are on a hinge for transformation. His waist will rotate all the way around. You can do the splits both ways. Thigh rotation. Good knee bend. No ankle tilt that way, but he has the ankle tilt this way. All your modern transformation, transformer, articulation needs. Alright, on to transformation here. We will tuck his little fists in. Raise up his arms. Yay! Open up his chest. This melon will rotate around and close that back up. Then we will unhinge an arm, and then that will swing up into place. Okay. Same on this side. Hinge it down. Hinge it up. Straighten out his elbow too. Right? Okay, and then we're just going to leave that alone for now. Okay. Then on to the feet. We will rotate him around at the waist, like so. And then we will push that open, swing it around to reveal the hollow leg, right? So we'll do the same side on the other side. Unhinge, rotate it all the way out. Now we've got some hollow legs to put some feet in. And then we'll, just to try to keep everything as lined up as possible, we'll tab those in together like so. Then we will flip them over. Now you've got all four wheels laying down, right? We're going to rotate his legs down out of the way for a minute so we can rotate his arms into place. Okay, and that'll swing around, and then this will all tab together like so. And then this is where I do struggle with this guy. His thighs will go up into place here, and I just struggle to get him to seat properly. But not this time, and it was on video. Ha! That is the best I've done with him ever. And I got it on documented. How about that? All right, we're almost there. So now this is the tightest part on him, is this. We'll swivel up and come in, and you've got these little tabs are going to go underneath. These little tabs are going to go underneath this ridge here. So if you can angle it down a little bit so you can kind of snap it into place. And there we go. Pretty neat. Very military, very Hound or Bulkhead-esque. I guess that's I guess this is where they came from. You know, they're going color and vehicle as a telltale sign. So, all right, and then his mystical prime weapon thingamajigs can tab right on top here, like this. Or you can do it the other way around. So he has kind of a gun barrel on the end here. However you want to do it. Alright, quick little vehicle comparisons here. We are Voyager size Prime brother. And a leader size Scary Prime brother. Alright, get some bot comparisons here. We are with the other deluxe class Solus Prime, Voyager class Prima Prime, leader class Megtronus. Quite a family portrait. Alright, what can I say about Alchemist Prime here? He's a solid figure. You know, there's no back kibble. There's really no hollow spots on him. I think he's cool looking. I personally just don't like drab greens, and that's like the big killer for me. I think this is kind of a mushed amalgamation of, you know, the IDW character and the Cyberverse character and some other Prime lore and things all mixed together, and they created this guy. And that's fine. That's great that they kind of made a, finally made a figure, out of all this mythos and stuff. I just really like the Cyberverse version that has brighter colors, and he just had a more, I don't know, happy-go-lucky expression, and along with that happy-go-lucky barkeep character that he had, he also turned into this big, gigantic thing we only ever saw the shadow of, that was so scary and intimidating that it ran Megatron out of the bar. I wish they would have gone that a little further that way with him, but still, awesome figure, solid figure. I kind of see where they might be making a retool out of this to maybe make a Prime Ratchet, maybe. What do I know? I thought Megatronus was the pre-tool for 86 Megatron, and that doesn't seem to be correct either. So what do I know, right? So anyway, he's going on my shelf. I think he's going to look really cool with the rest of his brothers and sister. So he's on my shelf. What's on your shelf? Huh? Let me know in the comments. And as always, be good to one another. Have fun. Happy hunting. Keep collecting. And I'll see you real soon, right here on